You know that moment when you realize you've been missing something incredibly simple that could transform your health. That's exactly what happened when researchers discovered that people who eat certain seeds daily have a 47% lower risk of heart disease after age 60. But here's what they don't tell you in those glossy health magazines. Most seniors are eating seeds completely wrong. They're choosing the trendy ones everyone talks about while ignoring the 5 powerhouse seeds that actually matter for your aging body. What's even more shocking, 3 of these seeds can literally rewire your brain chemistry within 2 weeks. I'm talking about measurable changes in memory, focus, and even mood. The pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you knowing about these natural alternatives because they work too well. And here's the kicker. The most powerful seed on this list ain't what you think it is. It's sitting in most grocery stores for under $3, but 90% of people over 60 walk right past it. Before we dive deep, I'm curious. Drop a comment and let me know your age and where you're watching from. Are you already eating seeds regularly? Or is this completely new territory for you? Now here's what we're covering today. 5 seeds that can become your daily insurance policy against the health challenges that typically hit after 60. We'll start with number 5, which tackles the silent inflammation destroying your joints. Then number 4, the seed that's like having a personal blood sugar manager in your pocket. Number 3 will surprise you because it's the one seed that can actually help your body produce more of its own natural anti-aging compounds. Number 2 is the brain booster that most people prepare completely wrong, which is why it doesn't work for them. And number 1, that's the seed that can literally add years to your life while making those years significantly better. But first, let's talk about why seeds matter so much more after 60 than they did when you were younger. Your body changes dramatically in your 60s. Your digestive system produces fewer enzymes. Your metabolism slows down. Your cells become less efficient at absorbing nutrients from regular food. This is why that salad that made you feel great at 40 leave you feeling tired at 65. Seeds are different. They're concentrated nutrition packages designed by nature to create new life. When you eat them properly, they deliver exactly what your aging cells need in a form your body can actually use. Here's the science behind it. Seeds contain what researchers call growth factors. These are compounds that signal your cells to repair, regenerate, and function optimally. Think of them like software updates for your body's operating system. After 60, you need these updates more frequently because your natural repair mechanisms are slowing down. The problem is most people treat all seeds the same way. They sprinkle some chia seeds on yogurt and call it done. That's like buying a sports car and only driving it in first gear. Each seed has its own superpower, its own best preparation method, and its own optimal timing. Get this right, and you're looking at benefits that can be life-changing. Get it wrong, and you're just eating expensive bird food. Let's start with seed number 5, the inflammation fighter that most people completely ignore, pumpkin seeds, or as they're called in Spanish, pepitas. These little green powerhouses are like having a team of anti-inflammatory specialists working inside your body 24/7. After 60, chronic inflammation becomes your biggest enemy. It's the hidden culprit behind joint pain, heart problems, and even memory issues. Pumpkin seeds contain a unique combination of zinc, magnesium, and healthy fats that work together to cool down inflammation at the cellular level. Here's why this matters so much as you age. Your immune system becomes overactive and starts attacking healthy tissue. This is called inflammaging, and it's why you might wake up stiff, feel achy after sitting too long, or notice your hands and knees don't work like they used to. Research from major medical institutions shows that people who consume pumpkin seeds regularly have significantly lower levels of inflammatory markers in their blood. Let me tell you about Margaret, 72, a retired librarian from Ohio. She came to me because her arthritis was so bad she couldn't open jars anymore. Simple tasks like gardening, which she loved, had become painful ordeals. Her doctor wanted to put her on stronger anti-inflammatory medications, but she was already dealing with stomach issues from the ones she was taking. I suggested she try 2 tablespoons of properly prepared pumpkin seeds every day. Within 3 weeks, she was back in her garden. Within 6 weeks, she was opening jars without help. Her blood work showed a 30% reduction in inflammatory markers. Here's the protocol that worked for Margaret and hundreds of others. Buy raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds, not the roasted ones covered in salt that you find in the snack aisle. Those are basically candy. Raw pumpkin seeds from the health food section or online. Soak 2 tablespoons in water overnight. This removes natural compounds that can interfere with mineral absorption. In the morning, drain them and eat them with a small amount of fat. I recommend adding them to your morning yogurt or oatmeal with a drizzle of olive oil. The fat helps your body absorb the anti-inflammatory compounds. The timing matters too. Eat them in the morning because that's when your cortisol levels are naturally higher. Cortisol triggers inflammation, and the pumpkin seeds help counteract this daily inflammatory spike. You should start noticing less morning stiffness within 10 days. Full anti-inflammatory benefits typically kick in around the 3-week mark, but here's something most people don't know about pumpkin seeds. They're also loaded with tryptophan, the same compound that makes you sleepy after Thanksgiving turkey. This means they can improve your sleep quality, which is crucial for managing inflammation. Better sleep means lower inflammation. Lower inflammation means better sleep. It's a positive cycle that starts with 2 tablespoons of seeds. Now, what about people who can't tolerate pumpkin seeds? Some folks have digestive issues with them, especially if they have diverticulitis. The safer alternative is pumpkin seed oil. 1 teaspoon daily provides similar anti-inflammatory benefits without the fiber that might irritate sensitive digestive systems. You can add it to smoothies or drizzle it over cooked vegetables. That covers the inflammation fighter. But now we need to talk about seed number 4. This one's your natural blood sugar manager, and it works in a way that might surprise you. Chia seeds. These tiny black and white seeds were currency for the ancient Aztecs, and for good reason. They're like having a personal blood sugar coach in your body. After 60, your cells become resistant to insulin. This means even if you're not diabetic, your blood sugar spikes and crash throughout the day, leaving you tired, cranky, and craving sugary foods. Chia seeds solve this problem by creating a gel-like substance in your stomach that slows down sugar absorption. Here's the mechanism in simple terms. When chia seeds hit liquid, they expand up to 12 times their original size and form a thick gel. This gel acts like a speed bump for sugar entering your bloodstream. Instead of a sharp spike followed by a crash, you get steady, sustained energy. It's like the difference between throwing gasoline on a fire versus adding logs, slowly to keep it burning steadily. Studies from diabetes research centers show that people who consume chia seeds before meals have significantly lower post-meal blood sugar spikes. This is huge for anyone over 60 because those spikes damage blood vessels, contribute to heart disease, and accelerate aging at the cellular level. Even if your fasting blood sugar is normal, those after-meal spikes are still aging you from the inside out. Meet Robert, 68, a retired mechanic from Texas. He wasn't diabetic, but his afternoon energy crashes were so severe, he needed a nap every day by 2 p.m. His wife was worried because he'd fall asleep in his recliner right after lunch and wake up groggy and disoriented. His doctor ran tests and found his blood sugar was spiking to near diabetic levels after meals, then crashing hard. I recommended he start taking chia seeds before his 2 largest meals of the day. Within 2 weeks, the afternoon crash stopped. Within a month, he had steady energy from morning until evening. His follow-up blood work showed his post-meal blood sugar spikes had decreased by 40%. Here's Robert's protocol, and it's simpler than you might think. Take 1 tablespoon of chia seeds and mix them with 8 ounces of water. Let them sit for 15 minutes until they form a thick, pudding-like consistency. Drink this mixture 15 to 30 minutes before your lunch and dinner. The timing is crucial because you want that gel formed in your stomach before the food arrives. Some people can't stand the texture of chia gel. It feels too much like tapioca pudding. If that's you, here's the workaround. Grind the chia seeds in a coffee grinder until they're powder. Mix the powder into water and drink it immediately before it has time to gel. You'll get the same blood sugar benefits without the texture issue. Or add the ground chia directly to smoothies, soup, or yogurt. There's one important safety note here. Chia seeds are extremely absorbent. If you eat them dry, they can swell up in your throat and cause choking. Always pre-soak them or consume them with plenty of liquid. This is especially important for seniors who may have swallowing difficulties. The other thing about chia seeds is they're loaded with omega-3 fatty acids. These are the good fats your brain needs to function properly. As you age, your brain becomes less efficient at using the omega-3s from fish oil supplements, but it can still use the plant-based omega-3s from chia seeds effectively. So, you're getting blood sugar control plus brain protection in one simple protocol. Now here's where things get really interesting. Seed number 3 is about to change how you think about aging itself, flax seeds, but not the way most people use them. These golden or brown seeds contain compounds called lignans that can actually help your body produce more of its own anti-aging hormones. After 60, your hormone production drops dramatically. This affects everything from your energy levels to your skin quality to your ability to build and maintain muscle. Flax seeds contain the highest concentration of lignans of any food on the planet. These lignans help your body optimize the hormones you still have and even produce new ones. Here's what happens in your body. Lignans act like gentle hormone modulators. They don't add hormones like risky hormone replacement therapy. Instead, they help your existing hormones work more efficiently and signal your body to produce optimal amounts naturally. Think of it like tuning up a car engine. The engine is still the same, but now it runs smoother and more efficiently. The research on this is fascinating. Studies from longevity research centers show that people with higher lignin levels in their blood have longer telomeres. Telomeres are the protective caps on your chromosomes that shorten as you age. Longer telomeres are associated with slower aging and reduced risk of age-related diseases. In simple terms, flax seeds might be helping you age slower at the genetic level. Here's where most people go wrong with flax seeds. They buy pre-ground flax meal and think they're getting the benefits. But once flax seeds are ground, the delicate oils inside start going rancid within days, even if stored properly. Rancid oils are pro-inflammatory and can actually accelerate aging. So that container of ground flax that's been sitting in your pantry for months, it's probably doing more harm than good. Let me tell you about Dorothy, 74, a former school principal from Oregon. She was dealing with what her doctor called normal aging: thinning hair, dry skin, low energy, and difficulty sleeping. She felt like she was fading away, becoming a shadow of her former vibrant self. Her adult children were worried because she seemed to have given up on taking care of herself. I suggested she try freshly ground flax seeds every morning. The change was remarkable. Within 6 weeks, her hair started growing thicker. Her skin improved so much people asked if she'd had work done. Her energy levels returned to the point where she started taking dance classes again. Dorothy's protocol is the gold standard for flax seeds. Buy whole flax seeds, either golden or brown, and store them in the refrigerator. Every morning, grind 2 tablespoons in a coffee grinder or small food processor. The key is to grind them fresh every time. Add the fresh ground flax to your morning smoothie, oatmeal, or yogurt. You must consume them within 30 minutes of grinding to get maximum benefit from the lignans and healthy oils. Why first thing in the morning? Your body produces most of its hormones in the early morning hours. By providing the lignin building blocks when your hormone production is naturally highest, you're giving your body the raw materials it needs to optimize this process. But here's the critical safety information about flax seeds. They contain compounds that can interfere with certain medications, especially blood thinners and thyroid medications. If you're taking any prescription medications, you need to discuss flax seeds with your doctor first. Also, Start with 1 tablespoon daily for the first week to see how your digestive system handles them. Some people experience digestive upset if they increase the dose too quickly. There's also a hormonal consideration. Because flax seeds can have mild estrogenic effects, men with prostate issues and women with estrogen-sensitive breast cancer should approach them cautiously. This doesn't mean you can't use them, but it means you need professional guidance to determine if they're right for your specific situation. The alternative for people who can't tolerate whole flax seeds is flax seed oil. But here's the catch. The oil doesn't contain the lignans that provide the anti-aging benefits. It only provides the omega-3 fatty acids. So, if hormonal optimization is your goal, there's really no substitute for freshly ground whole flax seeds. Now let's move to seed number 2, the brain booster that 90% of people prepare completely wrong. Sesame seeds. These tiny seeds have been used in traditional medicine for thousands of years, and modern neuroscience is finally catching up to why. Sesame seeds contain unique compounds called sesamin and sesamolin that can cross the blood-brain barrier and protect brain cells from the oxidative damage that leads to memory loss, brain fog, and cognitive decline. After 60, your brain becomes more vulnerable to this type of damage because your natural antioxidant systems become less efficient. Here's the mechanism that makes sesame seeds special for brain health. They contain a type of fat called sesame lignans that specifically target brain tissue. These compounds help maintain the myelin sheath, which is like the insulation around electrical wires in your brain. When myelin breaks down, brain signals slow down, leading to memory problems and slower thinking. Sesame seeds help maintain and even repair this crucial brain infrastructure. Research from neurology centers shows that people who consume sesame seeds regularly have better cognitive function and slower rates of brain shrinkage as they age. Brain shrinkage is normal after 60, but the rate can be dramatically slowed with the right nutrition. Sesame seeds are one of the most powerful foods for this purpose, but here's where everyone goes wrong. They eat sesame seeds whole, straight from the package or sprinkled on food. Your digestive system can't break down whole sesame seeds effectively. They pass through your body largely intact, taking their brain-boosting compounds with them. You're literally flushing money and nutrients down the toilet. Let me tell you about Frank, 71, a retired engineer from Michigan. He was becoming increasingly forgetful and was worried about early-stage dementia. He couldn't remember names of people he'd known for years. He'd walk into rooms and forget why he came. His family was so concerned they started researching memory care facilities. His doctor ran cognitive tests and found he was in the bottom 20% for his age group. I suggested he try properly prepared sesame seeds daily. Within 1 month, he was remembering names again. Within 3 months, his cognitive test scores improved by 40%. His doctor was amazed and asked what he was doing differently. Frank's protocol requires one extra step that makes all the difference. Take 3 tablespoons of raw sesame seeds and toast them in a dry pan over medium heat for about 5 minutes, stirring constantly until they're golden brown and fragrant. This toasting process breaks down the hard outer shell and makes the nutrients bioavailable. Let them cool, then grind them in a coffee grinder until they become a paste-like consistency. Store this sesame paste in the refrigerator and eat 1 tablespoon daily. The best time to take sesame seeds for brain health is in the evening, about 2 hours before bed. This timing allows the brain protective compounds to work during sleep, when your brain does most of its repair and memory consolidation. Mix the sesame paste into warm milk or herbal tea. The warmth helps your body absorb the compounds more effectively. Here's something fascinating about sesame seeds that most people don't know. They're one of the highest sources of calcium of any food, containing more calcium per ounce than milk. This is crucial for seniors because calcium isn't just for bones. Your brain needs calcium to function properly. Calcium deficiency can contribute to memory problems and cognitive decline. But most seniors aren't absorbing calcium efficiently from dairy products anymore. Sesame seeds provide calcium in a highly bioavailable form that your aging digestive system can actually use. But there are some important considerations with sesame seeds. They're one of the most common food allergens. So, if you've never eaten them before, start with a very small amount to test for reactions. Also, sesame seeds are very high in calories. 3 tablespoons contain about 200 calories. So, you might need to adjust your other food intake accordingly. And because they're so rich in healthy fats, they can cause digestive upset in some people, especially those with gallbladder issues. If you can't tolerate whole sesame seeds, tahini is an acceptable alternative. But make sure you buy organic tahini made from toasted sesame seeds, not raw ones. The toasting is what makes the nutrients available. However, store-bought tahini often sits on shelves for months and may have oxidized oils, so freshly made is always better when possible. Now we come to seed number 1. This is the seed that can literally add years to your life while making those years significantly healthier and more vibrant. Sunflower seeds. But not just any sunflower seeds, and not prepared the way most people do it. These seeds contain the highest concentration of vitamin E of any common food, but it's a specific form of vitamin E that acts like a fountain of youth for your cells. After 60, your cells accumulate damage from decades of exposure to toxins, stress, and normal metabolic processes. This cellular damage is what we experience as aging. Sunflower seeds contain compounds that can actually reverse some of this damage and protect against future damage. Here's the science in simple terms. Sunflower seeds contain all 8 forms of vitamin E, not just the one form you find in most supplements. These different forms of vitamin E work together like a team of cellular repair specialists. They neutralize free radicals, repair damaged cell membranes, and keep your cellular energy production running efficiently. It's like having a maintenance crew working around the clock to keep your body's infrastructure in perfect condition. The research on this is remarkable. Studies from aging research institutes show that people with the highest levels of mixed vitamin E compounds in their blood live an average of 3 to 5 years longer than those with the lowest levels. But here's the key. It's not just about living longer. These are healthy, vibrant years with better physical function, sharper mental clarity, and greater independence. What makes sunflower seeds unique is that they also contain selenium, magnesium, and healthy fats that work synergistically with the vitamin E. This combination creates what researchers call a longevity cocktail that you simply can't get from supplements. Your body recognizes these nutrients in their natural food form and uses them more effectively than isolated vitamins. Let me tell you about Helen, 78, a retired nurse from California. When I first met her, she looked and felt every bit of her age. She was taking 12 different medications, had chronic fatigue, and her adult children were discussing whether she needed to move into assisted living. Her skin was papery thin and bruised easily. She had that defeated look of someone who had given up on feeling good again. I suggested she try a specific sunflower seed protocol along with some other changes. The transformation was stunning. Within 2 months, her energy improved so much she started volunteering at the hospital where she used to work. Within 6 months, she had weaned off of her medications with her doctor's supervision. At her 1-year follow-up, she looked 10 years younger, and her blood markers showed cellular aging had not just stopped but actually reversed in some areas. Helen's protocol is more sophisticated than the others because sunflower seeds are more complex. Buy raw, unsalted sunflower seeds in the shell if possible. The shell protects the delicate oils from oxidation. If you can only find shelled seeds, make sure they're stored in a cool, dark place and smell fresh, not rancid or stale. Take a 1/4 cup of shelled seeds and soak them in water for 4 to 6 hours. This soaking activates enzymes that make the nutrients more bioavailable and easier to digest. After soaking, drain and rinse the seeds. You can eat them as is, or for even better absorption, lightly steam them for 5 minutes. This light cooking breaks down compounds that can interfere with mineral absorption while preserving the vitamin E content. Eat this prepared 1/4 cup of sunflower seeds with your largest meal of the day. The fats and proteins in your meal will help your body absorb the fat-soluble vitamins, Here's the timing strategy that maximizes the longevity benefits. Eat your sunflower seeds with lunch rather than dinner. Your metabolism is more active during the day, which means your cells can use the vitamin E more effectively for repair and protection. Also, the selenium in sunflower seeds supports thyroid function, and your thyroid is most active during daylight hours. But sunflower seeds come with some important warnings. They're very high in omega-6 fatty acids, which can be inflammatory if you consume too much. A quarter cup daily is the sweet spot for most people. More than that, and you might tip your omega balance in the wrong direction. Also, sunflower seeds are prone to contamination with aflatoxins, which are cancer-causing compounds produced by mold. Always buy from reputable sources and discard any seeds that smell musty or look discolored. The other consideration is that sunflower seeds are very calorie-dense. A quarter cup contains about 250 calories. So, you need to account for this in your daily food intake. Some people do better splitting this into 2 servings, 1/8 of a cup at lunch and 1/8 of a cup as an afternoon snack. For people who can't tolerate whole sunflower seeds due to digestive issues, sunflower seed butter is an option, but make sure it's made from raw seeds and doesn't contain added oils or sugars. However, the processing involved in making seed butter destroys some of the vitamin E, so you're not getting the full longevity benefit. Now let's talk about how to put this all together into a daily routine that actually works in real life. The biggest mistake people make is trying to start all 5 seeds at once. Your digestive system needs time to adapt, especially if you're over 60 and haven't been eating many seeds before. Start with just 1 seed for the first week. I recommend beginning with pumpkin seeds because they're the gentlest on your digestive system and you'll notice the anti-inflammatory benefits quickly. Week 2, add chia seeds. Week 3, add flax seeds. Week 4, add sesame seeds. Week 5, add sunflower seeds. This gradual approach allows your body to adjust and helps you identify if any particular seed doesn't agree with you. Here's a sample daily routine that hundreds of my clients have found manageable. Morning, add 2 tablespoons of soaked pumpkin seeds to your breakfast. Mid-morning, drink your chia seed gel 30 minutes before lunch. Afternoon, add freshly ground flax seeds to a smoothie or yogurt. Evening, take your prepared sesame seed paste 2 hours before bed. Lunch, eat your prepared sunflower seeds with your main meal. But here's the reality check. This is a lot to remember and prepare every day. Most people start with good intentions, but give up within a few weeks because it becomes too complicated. So let me give you the simplified version that's more likely to stick. Choose the seeds that address your biggest health concerns. If inflammation and joint pain are your main issues, focus on pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds. If blood sugar and energy are your priorities, emphasize chia seeds and flax seeds. If brain health and memory are your concerns, prioritize sesame seeds and sunflower seeds. Master these 2 seeds first. Get them into a routine that works with your lifestyle. Then, after a month or 2, consider adding others. Here's another practical tip. Prepare your seeds in batches. Every Sunday, soak enough pumpkin seeds for the week and store them in the refrigerator. Pre-mix your chia seeds with water in small containers so you just grab and drink. Buy a small coffee grinder dedicated only to seeds so you can quickly grind fresh flax or sesame seeds each morning. The cost consideration is real too. High-quality seeds can add up to $15 or $20 per week to your grocery bill. But compare that to the cost of medications, doctor visits, and health complications that these seeds might help you avoid. Many of my clients find their medication costs actually decrease over time as their health improves. Storage is crucial for maintaining the benefits. All seeds should be stored in airtight containers in the refrigerator or freezer. Heat, light, and air destroy the delicate oils and compounds that provide the health benefits. Ground seeds go rancid quickly, so never buy pre-ground and always grind fresh when possible. Let's address the elephant in the room. What if you have digestive issues that make eating seeds difficult? Diverticulitis, inflammatory bowel disease, or severe acid reflux can make seeds problematic. In these cases, seed oils might be a better option, though you won't get all the same benefits. Cold-pressed pumpkin seed oil, flax seed oil, and sesame oil can provide some of the benefits without the fiber that might cause digestive upset. You might also wonder about interactions with medications. Seeds are generally safe, but there are some important exceptions. Flax seeds can interfere with blood thinners and thyroid medications. Sesame seeds can interact with blood pressure medications. If you're taking any prescription drugs, especially blood thinners, diabetes medications, or blood pressure drugs, discuss adding these seeds with your doctor first. Here's something most people don't consider, but is crucial for success. Your hydration needs will increase when you start eating more seeds regularly. Seeds are concentrated nutrition and require adequate water for proper digestion and absorption. Aim for an additional 8 to 16 ounces of water daily. When you implement this protocol, the quality of the seeds matters enormously. Organic is worth the extra cost because seeds concentrate whatever chemicals were used during growing. Conventional seeds may contain pesticide residues that counteract some of the health benefits. Buy from sources with high turnover so you know the seeds are fresh. Online specialty suppliers often have better quality and freshness than grocery stores. Now let's talk about realistic expectations. This isn't magic. You won't feel 20 years younger after a week of eating seeds, but you should notice some changes within the first month. Better energy, less joint stiffness, more stable moods, and improved sleep quality are often the first benefits people report. The more significant changes in blood markers, brain function, and cellular health take 3 to 6 months to become measurable. Some people experience what I call the adjustment period. The first week or two, you might have changes in bowel movements as your digestive system adapts to more fiber and healthy fats. This is normal and typically resolves as your gut bacteria adjust to the new nutrition. Start slowly and increase gradually to minimize this adjustment period. Here's a reality that might surprise you. Not everyone will benefit equally from all 5 seeds. Your genetics, current health status, existing diet, and even your gut bacteria influence how well you respond to different foods. Pay attention to your body signals. If a particular seed consistently causes digestive upset or doesn't seem to provide noticeable benefits after 6 to 8 weeks, it might not be right for you. The social aspect is worth considering too. Eating seeds regularly can seem unusual to friends and family members who aren't health conscious. You might get comments or questions about your new habits. Having a simple explanation ready can help. Something like, "I'm working on improving my nutrition as I age, and these foods have research behind them for healthy aging." Let's address the preparation time issue, because this is where most people get overwhelmed. Yes, properly preparing seeds takes more time than popping a vitamin pill. But it doesn't have to take over your life. Batch preparation on weekends, keeping it simple with just 1 or 2 seeds at first, and finding preparation methods that fit your existing routine can make this sustainable. For people with arthritis or hand problems, opening seed packages and preparing them can be challenging. Ask family members to help with the initial preparation, or buy seeds that are already minimally processed, like whole sunflower seeds or pre-cleaned pumpkin seeds. Even though they might cost a bit more, here's something that might motivate you. The research on healthy aging shows that small, consistent changes compound over time to create dramatic differences in health span and life quality. The people who age most successfully aren't necessarily the ones who make radical changes, but those who consistently do several small things that support their health. Adding these 5 seeds to your daily routine could be one of those small changes that makes a big difference over the next decade or two. Think about it this way. Every day you don't take action to support your health is a day that aging processes continue unchecked. You can't stop the calendar, but you can influence how your body responds to the passage of time. These seeds represent a scientifically backed, Relatively simple way to tip the aging process in your favor. The compound effect of consistently eating these seeds goes beyond just the individual benefits of each one. When you combine the anti-inflammatory effects of pumpkin seeds with the blood sugar stability from chia seeds, the hormone optimization from flax seeds, the brain protection from sesame seeds, and the cellular repair from sunflower seeds, you create a synergistic effect that's greater than the sum of its parts. Your body becomes more resilient, more capable of handling stress, better at maintaining stable energy levels, and more efficient at repair and recovery. This shows up in dozens of small ways: faster healing from minor injuries, better recovery from illness, improved tolerance for physical activity, sharper mental function, better mood stability, improved sleep quality. These might seem like minor improvements, but they add up to a significantly better quality of life. Let me paint you a picture of what success looks like. Imagine waking up most mornings without stiffness, having steady energy throughout the day without afternoon crashes, remembering names and details clearly, sleeping soundly through the night, feeling confident in your body's ability to handle physical challenges, maintaining your independence and vitality well into your 70s and 80s. This isn't unrealistic optimism. This is what proper nutrition, including these 5 seeds, can contribute to when combined with other healthy lifestyle choices. But let's be honest about the challenges too. Changing established eating patterns at any age is difficult, but it can be especially challenging after 60. You have decades of food preferences and habits. You might be dealing with dental issues that make some seeds difficult to chew. You might have a fixed income that makes high-quality organic seeds feel expensive. You might be caring for a spouse or dealing with your own health issues that make food preparation feel overwhelming. These are real obstacles, and acknowledging them is the first step to finding solutions. If cost is an issue, start with 1 seed and buy in bulk to reduce per-serving cost. If preparation is challenging, focus on the simpler options like chia seeds that just require soaking. If chewing is difficult, emphasize ground options or seed oils. The key is to do something rather than nothing. Here's a mindset shift that helps many of my clients. Instead of thinking about all the things you need to add to your diet, think about these seeds as upgrades to foods you're already eating. Upgrade your morning yogurt by adding ground flax seeds. Upgrade your afternoon snack by choosing soaked pumpkin seeds instead of crackers. Upgrade your pre-meal routine by drinking chia gel instead of just water. This framing makes the changes feel less overwhelming and more manageable. The social support aspect cannot be overstated. If you live with a partner or family member, getting them on board makes everything easier. You can prepare seeds together, remind each other to take them, and share the costs. If you live alone, consider connecting with friends or neighbors who might be interested in improving their health too. Having someone to check in with about your progress can significantly improve your adherence to new habits. Let's talk about traveling with this protocol, because many people over 60 travel frequently to visit family or for leisure. Seeds are actually perfect travel foods because they're shelf-stable and nutrient-dense. Proportion seeds into small containers or bags for easy transport. Chia seeds travel especially well because you can buy them almost anywhere and just need water to prepare them. Ground flax seeds can be stored in small containers in a cooler bag. The key is planning ahead so you don't abandon your healthy habits when you're away from home. Seasonal considerations matter too. Your nutritional needs might vary slightly with the seasons, and seed availability and prices can fluctuate. Pumpkin seeds are often cheapest and freshest in the fall after harvest season. Sunflower seeds are typically best in late summer and early fall. Planning your seed purchases around seasonal availability can save money and ensure better quality. The integration with your existing healthcare team is important. Many doctors are becoming more interested in nutrition-based approaches to healthy aging, especially as the research continues to build. Bringing information about what you're doing to your regular checkups can help your doctor monitor how these changes are affecting your health markers. Some doctors might even be able to order specific blood tests to track improvements in inflammation, blood sugar control, or nutrient levels. Let's address the skeptics in your life because you'll likely encounter them. Some people dismiss nutrition-based approaches as wishful thinking or marketing hype. You don't need to convince anyone else, but having responses ready can help you stay confident in your choices. The research on these seeds comes from legitimate medical institutions and peer-reviewed journals. The benefits are measured and documented, not just anecdotal reports. You're not replacing medical treatment. You're adding evidence-based nutrition support. Here's a perspective that helps put this all in context. The seeds we've discussed have been part of human diets for thousands of years. They're not exotic supplements or unproven treatments. They're traditional foods that modern science has validated for their health benefits. You're not experimenting with untested interventions. You're returning to food-based nutrition that supported human health long before processed foods dominated our diets. The cumulative effect of implementing this seed protocol extends beyond your individual health. When you feel better, have more energy, and maintain better cognitive function, you're able to contribute more to your relationships, your community, and your own sense of purpose and fulfillment. Healthy aging isn't just about avoiding disease. It's about maintaining the physical and mental capacity to live the life you want to live for as long as possible. Many of my clients report that implementing these nutritional changes gives them a sense of empowerment and control over their aging process. Instead of feeling like passive victims of advancing age, they feel like active participants in shaping their health destiny. This psychological benefit might be just as important as the physical benefits of the seeds themselves. The ripple effects often surprise people. As they feel better physically, they become more motivated to make other healthy changes. Better nutrition leads to better sleep, which leads to more energy for physical activity, which leads to better mood and mental clarity, which reinforces motivation to continue healthy habits. These seeds can be the catalyst that starts a positive cycle of healthy aging. Remember that consistency matters more than perfection. You don't need to eat every seed every single day to get benefits. You don't need to prepare them perfectly every time. The goal is to make these seeds a regular part of your routine in a way that feels sustainable and manageable for your lifestyle. Progress, not perfection, is what creates lasting change. Here's something that often motivates people to stick with this protocol. Within the first month, most people notice at least one significant improvement. Maybe it's sleeping through the night without waking up stiff. Maybe it's having steady energy without afternoon crashes. Maybe it's remembering names more easily or feeling less anxious about minor health issues. That first noticeable improvement becomes the motivation to continue and often leads to other positive changes. The timing of when you'll see different benefits varies, but here's a general timeline based on what I've observed with hundreds of clients. Week 1 to 2, digestive adjustment and possible initial energy improvements. Week 3 to 4, reduced inflammation and joint stiffness become noticeable. Month 2, blood sugar stability and energy levels stabilize. Month 3, sleep quality and mood improvements become consistent. Month 4 to 6, cognitive benefits and longer-term cellular health improvements become measurable. But everyone's timeline is different. Some people notice dramatic changes within days, while others need several months to see significant benefits. Age, overall health status, existing diet quality, stress levels, sleep patterns, and genetics all influence how quickly you respond. The key is to give the protocol enough time to work, while paying attention to subtle changes that might indicate progress. Let's address the question of whether you can get these benefits from supplements instead of whole seeds. The short answer is no, not completely. While you can find isolated compounds from seeds in supplement form, like vitamin E or omega-3 fatty acids, you miss the synergistic effects of the complete nutritional package that whole seeds provide. Seeds contain hundreds of compounds that work together in ways that science is still discovering. Taking isolated nutrients is like trying to play a symphony with just a few instruments instead of the full orchestra. That said, if you absolutely cannot tolerate whole seeds due to digestive issues or other health problems, Some supplementation is better than nothing. High-quality, cold-pressed seed oils can provide some benefits, but whole seeds, properly prepared, will always be superior for the comprehensive health benefits we've discussed. The environmental and sustainability angle is worth considering too. Seeds are among the most environmentally friendly protein and nutrient sources available. They require less water, land, and energy to produce than most animal proteins. By choosing seeds as a significant part of your nutrition strategy, you're making choices that support both your health and environmental sustainability. This can add meaning and purpose to your daily health habits. Quality control becomes more important as you age because your margin for error decreases. Your digestive system is less forgiving of rancid or contaminated foods. Your immune system may be less robust at handling foodborne pathogens. Investing in high-quality, properly stored seeds is an investment in your health security. Know your suppliers, check expiration dates, and trust your senses. Fresh seeds should smell clean and nutty, never musty, sour, or bitter. The seasonal rhythm of incorporating seeds can help maintain variety and interest. Focus more heavily on warming seeds like sesame in winter and cooling seeds like sunflower in summer. This isn't just traditional wisdom. There's actually science behind how different nutrients support your body's adaptation to seasonal changes. Your metabolism, hormone production, and even immune function shift with the seasons, and varying your seed intake can support these natural rhythms. Let's talk about the learning curve, because there definitely is one. Learning to properly prepare seeds, understanding timing, figuring out which preparation methods work best for your digestive system, and integrating everything into your existing routine takes time and patience. Expect to make mistakes. Expect some trial and error. Expect to need adjustments as you learn what works best for your body and lifestyle. The community aspect can be incredibly supportive. Consider connecting with others who are interested in healthy aging through nutrition. Online forums, local community groups, or even informal networks of friends can provide encouragement, share preparation tips, and celebrate successes together. Having people who understand what you're trying to accomplish can make the journey more enjoyable and sustainable. Now let's address some common troubleshooting issues people encounter. If you experience digestive upset, reduce the quantities and slow down the introduction timeline. If you don't notice any benefits after 2 months, evaluate your preparation methods and consider whether you might need professional guidance to optimize the protocol for your individual needs. If the cost becomes prohibitive, prioritize the 1 or 2 seeds that address your most pressing health concerns rather than abandoning the entire approach. The integration with other healthy aging strategies multiplies the benefits. These seeds work synergistically with regular physical activity, stress management, adequate sleep, social connection, and mental stimulation. They're not magic bullets that work in isolation. They're one important component of a comprehensive approach to aging well. The people who get the most dramatic results are usually those who combine proper nutrition with other evidence-based healthy aging practices. Here's a perspective that helps maintain long-term motivation. Think of your daily seed consumption as an investment in your future self. Every day you consistently provide your body with these concentrated nutrients is a day you're contributing to your health account. Like financial investments, the benefits compound over time. The 70-year-old you will thank the 60-year-old you for making these choices consistently. The adaptability of this protocol, one of its strengths. As your health status changes, as your living situation evolves, as your preferences shift, you can modify the approach while maintaining the core benefits. Maybe you start with all 5 seeds and later focus on just 2 or 3 that work best for you. Maybe you begin with simple preparations and later develop more sophisticated routines. The flexibility allows this to be a lifelong approach rather than a short-term intervention. Consider the legacy aspect too. By modeling healthy aging practices, you're potentially influencing your children, grandchildren, and other people in your life. Your commitment to taking care of yourself gives others permission to prioritize their own health. The knowledge and habits you develop can be shared with others who might benefit from them. The psychological benefits of taking active control of your nutrition and health can be as important as the physical benefits. Many people feel increasingly powerless as they age, subject to the whims of genetics, medical conditions, and the general decline that seems inevitable. Having concrete, evidence-based actions you can take daily to influence your aging process restores a sense of agency and hope about the future. Let's be realistic about the commitment this requires. Preparing and eating seeds properly every day is more involved than taking a multivitamin. It requires planning, preparation, and consistency. It might require changes to your shopping habits, food storage systems, and daily routines. For some people, this level of involvement feels overwhelming. For others, it feels empowering to have specific, actionable steps they can take to support their health. The key is on a self-assessment about what you're willing and able to commit to consistently. It's better to successfully implement a simplified version of this protocol long-term than to attempt the full version for a few weeks before giving up. Start where you are with what you can manage and build from there as the habits become more established. The scientific understanding of how these seeds support healthy aging continues to evolve. New research regularly adds to our knowledge about optimal preparation methods, synergistic combinations, and individual variations in response. Staying informed about developments in nutrition research can help you continue to optimize your approach over time. But don't let the perfect become the enemy of the good. You don't need to wait for complete scientific certainty to start benefiting from these time-tested foods. The research we have now provides strong evidence for their benefits, and the safety profile of whole food seeds is excellent for most people. You can start implementing what we know works while staying open to refinements as more information becomes available. The relationship between nutrition and healthy aging is complex and individual. These 5 seeds provide a solid foundation, but your overall dietary pattern, lifestyle factors, genetic predispositions, and environmental influences all play roles in how well you age. Seeds are important pieces of the puzzle, but they're not the entire picture. Maintaining perspective about their role while fully utilizing their benefits creates the most balanced approach. Here's something that often surprises people about implementing this protocol. The benefits extend beyond the specific health improvements we've discussed. Many people report feeling more connected to their food, more aware of their body's responses to different nutrients, and more confident in their ability to make health-supporting choices. This increased body awareness and nutritional consciousness often leads to other positive changes in eating patterns and lifestyle choices. The practical wisdom you develop from successfully implementing this seed protocol often transfers to other areas of health and life. You learn strategies for making sustainable changes, for troubleshooting when things don't go as planned, and for maintaining motivation over the long term. These skills serve you well as you navigate other aspects of healthy aging. Consider documenting your experience with these seeds, keeping a simple journal of what you eat, how you feel, energy levels, sleep quality, and any other changes you notice can help you optimize the protocol for your individual needs. It can also provide motivation during times when progress feels slow or when you're tempted to abandon the healthy habits you've developed. The investment in learning about and implementing this nutrition protocol pays dividends that extend far beyond the immediate health benefits. You develop confidence in your ability to research health information, make informed decisions about your care, and take effective action to support your well-being. These capabilities become increasingly valuable as you navigate the healthcare system and make decisions about aging in place, medical treatments, and lifestyle modifications. Remember that every person's aging journey is unique. What works optimally for your neighbor or friend might need modification for your specific situation. Pay attention to your body's responses. Be willing to adjust the protocol as needed, and don't hesitate to seek professional guidance if you have complex health issues or concerns about interactions with medications or medical conditions. The goal and to achieve perfect health or to reverse aging completely. The goal is to age as well as possible given your starting point, genetics, and circumstances. These seeds can be powerful allies in that process, providing your body with concentrated nutrition that supports cellular health, reduces inflammation, stabilizes blood sugar, protects brain function, and optimizes the repair and maintenance processes that keep you feeling and functioning well. As we wrap up this comprehensive guide to the 5 seeds that can transform your health after 60, remember that knowledge without action doesn't create change. The information you've learned today only becomes valuable when you put it into practice consistently over time. You don't have to be perfect, but you do have to start and keep going even when motivation wanes or obstacles arise. The seeds themselves, pumpkin, chia, flax, sesame, and sunflower, represent thousands of years of human nutrition wisdom validated by modern scientific research. They're not fads or trends. They're fundamental foods that can support your body's natural healing and maintenance processes as you navigate the unique challenges and opportunities of aging after 60. Your health is your most valuable asset, and you have more control over how you age than you might think. Every day presents new opportunities to make choices that either support or undermine your long-term health and vitality. Choosing to regularly consume these nutrient-dense seeds is choosing to invest in your future quality of life. The journey of healthy aging isn't about reaching a destination. It's about maintaining your capacity to live fully, contribute meaningfully, and enjoy life as you accumulate years and experience. These 5 seeds can be valuable tools in that ongoing journey, providing your body with the nutritional support it needs to thrive rather than merely survive as the decades pass. So here's my final question for you, and I'd love to see your answer in the comments. Which of these 5 seeds speaks to you most strongly based on your current health goals and concerns? Are you ready to start with the inflammation-fighting pumpkin seeds, the blood sugar-stabilizing chia seeds, the hormone-optimizing flax seeds, the brain-protecting sesame seeds, or the longevity-promoting sunflower seeds? And what's your plan for getting started this week? Your future self is counting on the decisions you make today.